Hi, my name is Benjamin Champagne, and I'm a fifth-year architecture student at LSU. This project deals with the question, how does Morgan City adapt to a future Louisiana? Now, currently, land loss, subsidence, and the Mississippi River are threatening New Orleans and all of our coastal ports. In fact, several of our coastal ports are forecast to be underwater within the next 50 years. However, Morgan City is in one of the very few areas of land gain in the entire Gulf Coast. It has a 21-mile uninterrupted coastal forest forming a barrier between it and natural disaster. It borders the Atchafalaya River. It is bisected by the I-49 corridor and surrounded by many different airfields, making it a prime location for future Louisiana to invest in. Now, beginning the research phase of this project, just a few months before, the oil industry had undergone a serious downturn. Therefore, in Morgan City, the port had seen a loss of more than 50% of its profits. So, when looking at my master plan and looking forward for Louisiana and Morgan City, I decided to stay away from the staple of Louisiana oil and focus on an either underutilized or new industry in Louisiana. What I found was the fishing industry. Louisiana produces 22% of the nation's total seafood catch, making it the #2 largest grossing seafood state in the United States, second only to Alaska. However, we are #10 on the list of most profitable from the seafood industry, and that is because Louisiana has no processing facilities in our state. So my plan is to bring a processing component to the state of Louisiana and to Morgan City, as well as creating a hub for all of these soon-to-be displaced coastal fishermen. So, looking at the project here, on this border you see the large marina to provide a safe place for fishermen to park their boats, which is not currently available. Along this edge right here, all of these 8 objects are the offloading section of the program. This green space right here and this wooden pathway travel all the way along the entire extent of the site. And all of these buildings here dispersed are the processing and shipping components of the program. Looking at this floor plan here, you can see that the fish come off of these conveyor belts, and shown in this render here, into the processing building and into separate rooms. And the rooms are cut completely separate, therefore, depending on the process or requirements of the processing method, they can all be accommodated. Once, as is our typical product, either filleted or shelled in Louisiana, it would go onto these carts or out the conveyor belts and down this elevator shaft here. As you can see here, because of the 22-foot flood wall, the conveyor belt system brings the food up and over, and the first building, as seen here, actually occurs 22 feet above ground. So this elevator shaft brings the product and the fish down to the level of the city. So, from there, on looking at this plan, this is the primary processing area. There are 3 different arrangements of tables and conveyor belts and carts in order to show the versatility of the space provided. Off to the side, here and here, are shipping boxing areas where the product is brought into there, run down a series of conveyor belts and machines to put them into packages, take them up, etc. Here, in this long skinny space in between, it is the shipping part of the program, where all of these boxes can be kept in this cold storage and then put onto trucks and taken to the I-49 corridor or to one of the nearby airstrips. So, one of the most challenging aspects of this was to create a docking system that would accommodate the vast variety of fish and shellfish caught in Louisiana. As you can see, 6 different finfish, shrimp, crabs, and oysters, as well as these colors showing the prime or peak of year and the boat typologies of what catch them. So here in 1, 2, 3, and 4, you can see how the same module of docking will adjust and accommodate several different configurations of boats. So coming back over to this way, the next aspect of the component is this marina and flood wall. So if you look here, you can see that the flood wall holds the circulation for the entire project. It runs the entire length of the project and connects each individual node of processing, shipping, and offloading. Now off to this side, the marina, you can see that the pedestrian pathway comes all the way down, inviting people or fishermen or families or anyone who is there to come down and witness these, this highly mechanical and interesting process that is offloading the fish, bringing them in, this whole process. So what this flood wall does, more than just form as a way for products and people to communicate back and forth, it is about bringing the social component that is so evident in typical Louisiana marinas into this large industrial complex. Because as we lose those ports, people will get displaced, and having a safe place where people enjoy to be that can facilitate and monetize a very abundant and useful resource that Louisiana has will hopefully help stimulate the economy, stimulate Louisiana, help Morgan City evolve, and on top of that, keep Louisiana feeling like Louisiana. Thank you.